Hey everybody, so today I'm going to do a bracelet called Cobra Fish by Daniel Martin. Gave me a tutorial on something he came up with, and I'm just turning it into a video for him. But basically I've got 6 feet of orange, 6 feet of turquoise with some lumps in it. Don't worry about the lumps, they don't do anything once the bracelet is finished. You can't even tell there were lumps in it, but this is just extra paracord that I have laying around. I don't even do anything else with it but use it up. Alright, so what I've done already is I have basically fused the two ends together to give me one solid string about 12 feet long, and I've also flattened the ends. So the first thing I want to do is grab my ends, go down through the buckle, open up the two long ends here, and then grab the two ends and pull all my excess through. And what this will do, this will give me a cow's hitch, is the technical term for this. There's a couple other names for it, but cow's hitch is basically what I always call it. And I got a little twist going on. There we go. Get that twist out of there. Now you want to put the seam, you basically want the seam to be directly behind the two strands so that you don't see it. And then I'm just going to run this paracord through my fingers here so that it gets all the twisting out. And then I flip my buckle over so now I'm coming up from the bottom and going through the top. Maybe I didn't get it quite flat enough. So yeah, if you come up with a variation of a bracelet, or if you come up with a new design and you want it turned into a video, just let me know. I do a video almost every day, so I don't mind creating a video for you. Just email me, BoredParacord@gmail.com, and let me know what you're working with. I check it all the time. Okay, so now I've gotten to this part where I've got two loops here. That's the basic shape of your bracelet. I'm just going to open this up, and then you can set up your bracelet. And I got a little twist in here. Let me get this twist out of here. Alright, so you're going to set up your chords just how I have it right here. Get that out of the way a little. Oh, and I'm using a 1/2-inch buckle right now, which is appropriate for this bracelet. Alright. So the first thing we want to do is we just want to do a regular Solomon right off the bat. And this is just going to get our paracord kind of locked onto the buckle. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your right cord and you're going to cross it over your two center strands, leaving a loop on this side. And then you're going to take your left cord over your right cord, go around the back of everything, and then come up through this loop. And then go ahead and pull this tight. And once you get this pulled tight and cinched up, go ahead and double check your length again. And actually, let me do this because I want to be able to wear this one. So this is going to have to go a little bit longer. That should be good. Yeah, we're good enough. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about that for now. Alright, so once we have this is one of the easier ones I like doing because they're based off the Solomon knot, and this is kind of a variation of the Solomon. But you're going to take your right cord, you're going to take it down through the center. So open up these two middle cords, and just go down to the center, and then bring that cord off to the left. So you have just basically that right there. Now take the right cord, do the same thing but go to the other side. Go over top of the first cord but also through the middle. And if you need to, I can zoom in on this for you. There we go. So you see we've got a cross here, so we crossed them, but then they're also going underneath of these two center strands. Alright, so once you have that, kind of get these up as far as you can. It's not a big deal if you don't get them tight, because you're going to tighten it all up here in a second. But now you're just going to do another Solomon. So you take your right cord, go over your 2 center strands, leave a loop on this side, then take your left cord over your right, go around the back, poke it through that hole, and bring it on through. And then kind of cinch this up as you're tightening, and push it on up. Now the key is to hold on to your center strands and push it on up after every Solomon, because that's what's going to give you your tightness. Alright, so back to step 1. Take your right cord through the middle, off to the left. Take your left cord through the middle, over top of the first cord, and bring it on through. Kind of cinch those up a little bit. You don't really have to do it at all, but it just makes it easier if that's all kind of out of the way. Now do the same thing again, and it's always going to be the same color for your Solomon. Notice how we had the blue on the first one. We're going to do the turquoise on the second one. So your right cord goes over the 2 center, leaving a loop. Bring your left cord over that one, go around the back and through. Kind of tighten this up and then cinch it. Now this pattern does not mirror the other side, so the left side of this is going to look different than the right side. But that's alright, it still looks pretty cool when it's all done. So real quick, right goes down through the middle, the left goes down through the middle, crossing the right one. Do your Solomon. And then cinch her on up. Pretty easy. I like doing the Solomon variations just because that was the first one I ever learned. It's probably one of the first ones most people learn. And if something looks too loose, just kind of go back and pull the slack out of it. And then cinch this on up. And there's the reverse side. Well, I'm going to finish this on up, and I'll be back to show you how to snip the ends and finish off your bracelet. Okay, so down to the bottom once again. And what I've got here is I've got just enough room for, one more pass of the Solomon, but not so much of both steps, so I'm just going to do one more Solomon pass. If you do that too, you'll probably end up with your turquoise on the left. That's okay, just create your Solomon loop on the left side and take the turquoise over the top. Otherwise, if you do this side, you're going to have a stripe of red down here that doesn't quite match your pattern. So we'll just do the turquoise over that. So left over the middle, right over the left, behind the back, and through. And then we'll just pull this tight. That should finish up our bracelet. We'll cut our ends here. I've got about 2 feet left over, so you could probably do 5 feet of each color and be just fine, no matter what length of bracelet you're doing. Just gonna heat up this end, and the way that you want to heat these ends is you want to melt the ends, and you don't really want to burn them, so use the bottom part of your flame, and that'll just kind of liquefy the end there. And sometimes it'll liquefy the surrounding area, the other paracord, which isn't a bad thing because it helps seal everything in. And then I just use my scissors, and with a rocking motion just kind of gives it a nice smooth edge there, no real hard edges. Cut this side off. And then again, just use your low part of the flame. And there you have it. Another bracelet done. This is submitted by Daniel Martin, and this is called the Cobra Fish. Thanks again for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. Got a new video almost every day. Really appreciate that. And paracord on.